Hello and welcome. Today I am sharing with you a recipe made with rice and eggplant. This is rice with eggplant or eggplant with rice, and here I have a cup of rice using the small teacup size. I washed it very well until the water became clear with no white starch left. I'll put this cup of rice here after drying it well. I placed it in a strainer to drip after washing it earlier, and now I'll add double the amount of water. For this rice, I'll add 2 cups of water, which is twice the amount of rice. Now I'll let it boil and cook, and I'll come back to you. I cooked the rice, and here I have 2 medium eggplants, or 1 large one if that's what you have. Use 1 large eggplant if needed. I'll peel the eggplant like this, removing some skin and leaving some depending on preference. Anyone who doesn't like the skin can remove it all at once. Everyone has their own taste. Tastes always differ. I'll finish peeling and come back, then cut them into small cubes. Just like I did in previous videos, cut them into pieces like this. Take a deep bowl, add half a spoon of salt, and stir it until it dissolves. Then I'll add the eggplant and let it soak. I'll leave it for about 15 minutes and come back, and now I'll take a pan to continue. Here I'll add about 4 or 5 tablespoons of oil. Use olive oil or mixed oil, whichever you have available. Now I'll add this onion. I have 2 medium onions or 1 large onion cut thinly. I'll saute it well until it softens and reduces. The onion will soften completely. Now I'll add the eggplant that I soaked in salted water and drained. I'll saute it well too until it softens and cooks. After the eggplant is cooked, I'll add a little salt, not too much, and then add a bit of cheese. Just a small amount of cheese. Here I have half a tablespoon of tomato paste. Now I'll mix everything well. I'll leave it to cook for 2 or 3 minutes, then turn off the heat. Then I'll show you how to add it to the cooked rice. I've already placed the rice in a bowl to cool. Now I'll add the eggplant mixture to the rice. I'll add 1 egg here. Then I'll add some mozzarella cheese or any cheese you prefer. Don't use those triangle cheeses. Those triangles aren't real cheese. They are mostly butter mixed with other ingredients. So they are not actual cheese at all. I'll mix everything well, then add 3 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. Use regular breadcrumbs or dried bread you toasted lightly and ground. Whenever bread is left at home, I toast it a bit, grind it, and keep it in a jar. That way, when I need some for a recipe, it is always ready. ILL add 3 tablespoons of breadcrumbs and mix everything well again. Mix it thoroughly once more. ILL let the mixture rest for a bit before continuing the preparation. Now ILL take a sheet of baking paper. ILL sprinkle breadcrumbs on it. As you saw, mine is just homemade ground bread. It is simply toasted bread that I ground at home. Now ILL placed some of the mixture on the paper. ILL flatten it slightly like this. Then sprinkle a little more breadcrumbs on top. ILL add a little in the middle so the top sheet of paper doesn't stick. Like this, and then ILL place another sheet of paper on top and flatten the mixture lightly. Flatten it gently. It is important to spread it evenly so it doesn't end up thick on one side and thin on the other. We want it to be even everywhere. ILL cut it into squares like this. Or you can simply cut squares with a knife. This method isn't necessary. Use whatever method works for you. ILL remove the extra pieces and tidy the edges. Now ILL lift each square and separate them. ILL gather the edges slightly like this. This step is optional. If you want strips instead, just lift them as they are. You can then place them on a plate before frying. The oil is now hot. Sorry, some pieces flipped the wrong way, but it is fine. This is how they look. If you want to bake them in the oven, coat them well with oil and cover them with baking paper. Rice can become dry, so covering them helps them stay soft. If you fry them, they turn out great as well. ILL fry them until they firm up, then flip them. Then ILL place them on paper towels to drain. Now ILL take them out. They are perfectly cooked. There is another method where you can shape them into balls. Choose whatever is easier for you. ILL continue in the same way until I finish, then show you the balls as well. We ILL meet again for the final result. Now ILL prepare more pieces like this until I finish. We ILL meet again for the final result, and here is the finished dish. This is today's eggplant and rice recipe, and I hope you like it. ILL open one so you can see how crispy and delicious it is inside. Even though it is fried, it didn't absorb oil, and the result is amazing. I'll open one of the bowls too so you can see how great they turn out inside. I hope you enjoy today's recipe. Please support me with a like, a subscription, and notifications. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.